Okay, we're back for part 2 of my Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse playthrough with Alucard. We have just entered the castle and we are making our way towards the Grim Reaper. And this level here, or this boss, is actually the only one that I will fight with Alucard. Or the second form I will fight with Alucard. Alucard's attack is actually pretty useful against Death's second form. And we will see if we can get by him. His first form is the more difficult of the two because of the same reason that he's difficult in the first game, which is all the scythes that he will throw at you. Or doesn't actually throw them at you, they just materialize around him and they attack you from all sides. This is a particular boss battle on this level that Sypha is very handy to have with her lightning magic. But we don't have Sypha, so it's Trevor and Alucard. This level actually, for being this late in the game, this level is actually not too bad. The previous level was much harder, and the one after this one is much harder. But this one isn't all that bad. Got the holy water, that's good. I really hope we can get the double shot or the triple shot. I think one is right here. Okay, with a double shot. Triple shot will be nice. How about it? Come on, give me the triple shot. Got the cross, which ordinarily I would want, but I'm going to pass on that. I'm just going to stick to the holy water. At any time now, these blocks will start to solve away. I still need to level up Alucard's attack. I don't think I did it, so I may not be able to defeat Death. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to do that again. Okay, so I have Trevor's whip upgraded and the cross. Now I need to get Alucard's. Alucard's attack is already upgraded. It's good. Just need some parts. And we can fly over all this. Switch back to Trevor. And we are at the Grim Reaper. I really wish I could have kept the holy water, but it is what it is. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be a little tough here. Okay, switch back to Alucard now so we can get our fireball attack upgraded. I will need it for Death's second form, if I can make it to Death's second form. He is very tough. I didn't mean to downgrade how tough he was, but just acquired the stopwatch with Alucard. It's the first time I've grabbed a sub-weapon with him. Like I said earlier, it's the only sub-weapon that he can actually use. Okay, now we have made it to his second form. Switch back to Alucard, and you will see just how good Alucard's attack does against this second form. And there you have it. That is the Grim Reaper down for the counts. Now on to another very difficult level. This one will definitely test your patience. It's not as annoying as the falling block level that we just got through, but it still is very difficult. Especially the very top part with the waterfalls and the birds. The boss battle in this level is pretty difficult as well. I'm really hoping that I can keep my cross and get at least the double shot, because it's going to make that boss battle a lot easier. Just got the double shot. Now it's just a matter of keeping it, staying alive until I get there. Which probably isn't going to happen because this level is very difficult. I actually think this level is much more difficult than the last level, which is the next level. I think this level is much harder. The last level isn't really all that bad. It's actually pretty short too. This level's pretty long. The screen that we are getting ready to come up on, the one above us, is pretty difficult. Timing has to be very good and a lot of patience. And you'll see what I'm talking about very shortly. Here we go. Watch out for these gargoyles. Oh, I narrowly missed that one. Whew, that was close. Oh, got caught. Okay. Caught again. That sucks, but we made it through. That part's pretty intense. You can use the stairs to your advantage in that you cannot be knocked off the stairs if you do take a hit, but you're actually also at the same time very vulnerable because you move very slowly on the stairs. Okay, so we are moving on to the next scrolling area of the game. Get a bit of a break with this screen. Just two enemies to deal with. Now we are moving on to this part, which is another upward scrolling level. Upward scrolling screen, I'm sorry, which will start now. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself, because if you do, you'll run upon one of these skeletons. There's an extra life up here I'll show you. You have to be kind of quick to get it though. You have to jump over here, get it, and then jump back before the screen gets too close. If the screen does catch up to you, it will kill you. Triple shot, good. Now can I just stay alive long enough to use it? That's the real question here. These fuzz balls you can't do anything with unless you're Sypha with the ice magic. So you just have to avoid them. And here's the end of the scrolling. Now we just have to avoid these fuzz balls. And there will be a wall meat over here. We can refill our health. Watch out for the bat. Okay, now, if I don't get past this part, then I'm going to be hurting. So, what I want to do is I want to get this bird to come down. And I took damage, but... Okay, so I want to change the Alucard, and I want to fly up past that waterfall. Took some more damage. That's not good because we have a boss battle up ahead, but now if I die, it will respawn me right there on that platform as I just entered the room. And I will not have my cross, I won't have my triple shot, I won't have all these nice little upgrades that I have now. And here we are at the boss, which is the doppelganger, and hopefully we can take care of it. Oh. Oh no, okay, that's bad. Okay, well, couldn't take care of the doppelganger, so now we're going to be hurting. We're going to be hurting now. And I'm already starting to take damage. The doppelganger's a very difficult boss to deal with. When you only have Trevor and Alucard. And I have already been whittled down to my last hit. This part's very difficult. There's the birds and the fishmen and the water. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I could use Alucard just to fly up there and bypass all this, but I need that cross that's at the end of the other end of the screen in order to have any kind of chance against the doppelganger. These birds, man, these birds are so annoying. Not being able to whip in any other direction other than straight ahead is a real annoyance when it comes to dealing with these stupid birds. Okay, so far we haven't taken as much damage. Don't want that candle. It has the dagger. We don't want that. Careful not to get hit by the Medusas, or you'll fall through those platforms and die instantly. Get the double shot. Okay. We made it through, and now we are on the last level of the game. And we will finally face the Prince of Darkness in his throne room. Dracula is actually a very easy boss to fight. I actually think he's one of the easier bosses in the game to fight if you have the right weapons to fight him with. And what I will be using is I will get the axe, and then I will get the triple shot, and you'll see just how easy he is. Dracula does have two forms. It's debatable whether or not his quote-unquote third form is actually Dracula or something else. I've read on a wiki that the bird-looking creature at the very end of the game is actually not Dracula, but the entity that's supposed to have given him his powers. We all know from playing Lament of Innocence on the PS2, though, that Dracula did not receive his powers from such an entity. Taking some damage, but it's fine. There is actually a wall meat on the next screen if we can just make it through there. Oh, well. That's unfortunate. But we'll make it there. It's fine. Alucard will come in very handy when we get to the part where the pendulums swing back and forth. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. And I may have to use them before we get there. Go ahead and switch to him now. Just want to use him to bypass all this. Keep him getting hit. Okay. Yeah, we just bypass all that mess there. And we will use Alucard one more time. Switch back to Trevor and deal with this spider. And there would be a wall meat down here. Now here, we definitely want to get this, the axe. I will definitely need that. Here is the last time Alucard will be used. Which I will use him just to bypass all this. Which you ordinarily would have to jump from pendulum to pendulum and avoid the bats and everything. And it's just not necessary when you have Alucard. Okay. We are at the end of the game. The staircase, the crescent moon in the background, and Dracula is waiting for us. But first, we will need to do a few things. We will need to get our heart count up to roughly about 50, and we will need to get the triple shot. And as I explained earlier, you just need to throw your sub-weapons at the candles. So what I will do is I will just go up and down the stairs, collecting hearts as the candles do respawn, as you can see. I will collect hearts, and all the while trying to get the double and triple shot, which will eventually appear. Okay, so I got the double shot. We're at 30 hearts, 31 hearts. I like to have about 50 when I fight Dracula. soon as we get the double shot, we can move on to the boss battle. Okay, got the double shot. Got 46 hearts. That should be plenty. And here we go. Here's Dracula. So here's how I fight Dracula. I wait for him to stand up. These pillars of fire will appear, and I just start chucking axes at him. And while you have to avoid the one that he brings up in the middle for, and there you go. There's his first form down. Then he transforms into this, and when he transforms into this, I just throw axes continuously at him, and okay, he did hit me once, but it's okay. And this is the form that I was talking about. There's been some debate on whether or not this is Dracula or some other entity. But what I do is I just avoid the beams that he shoots and just throw axes at him, and it whittles him down pretty easily. You just have to avoid falling in the pit and getting hit by his lasers. Oh no, well, as I said that, I fell in the pit. Oh, I was so close to. Okay, well, no worries. We still have 2 lives, and I'll get him the next time. I got too cocky, I admit it. Too cocky, and I paid for it. Same strategy, same thing. We just have to get our heart count up and the triple shot, and we'll be fine. Avoid that bat. That's what being cocky will get you, folks. But I'm usually pretty good at fighting Dracula, so... And I also noticed that I was getting low on hearts, so I'm going to get that heart count up to about 50, maybe even 60 for fighting him this time. So I'll take a little bit longer, but I definitely don't want to run out of hearts, because that's the key in my strategy for fighting Dracula. There are a number of different ways that people will approach these boss battles in these games. This is just my personal way of doing it, the way that works best for me. If you have a preferred way of doing it, or have seen another way that you think is better, that's fine. It's just my personal way of doing it. So we have to do the old up and down the stairs and collect hearts and get our good old triple shot. And I'm gonna get about 60 hearts this time before I fight him. I want to make sure I got enough. Okay, so there's the double shot. As soon as we get the triple shot, which we just did, and now we are at 60 hearts, we should be good to go on that. Now let's try this again, shall we? Okay. Two down, one to go. And there we go. That is the last battle of the game, and that is Dracula's Curse, my Alucard playthrough. A little more challenging than the Sypha playthrough because of the extra levels and the extra difficulty on some of those levels. We see the castle crumble in the background and Trevor and Alucard standing side by side. If you have watched any of my videos here on my channel, I sure do appreciate that. I thank you so much. If you watched this playthrough, I thank you so much for that. I hope I entertained you. If I haven't, I apologize. I do try my best, but I'm not perfect at this game, and even though it is one of my favorites, I do love it a lot. I hope I've kept your attention somewhat. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of the video, what things I might need to try maybe the next time I play through this game, and things that maybe a little better. But hit that like button, leave me some comments, guys. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next playthrough, which will more than likely be either Super Castlevania 4 or Castlevania Bloodlines. Thanks, guys. Cheers, and see you in the next video.